What's going on, y'all? About to send this link out, then we're going to go ahead and get started. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, bam. All right, cool. So we got about 15 minutes till London starts. Another candlestick till London starts. Meeting members are currently in this trade. We're going to wait for y'all to hop in before we break this down. So while we're doing that, we're going to be looking for some more possible setups. What's going on, y'all? What's going on, Richie? I see you in here. What's going on? Yeah, me and the members are currently at one trade right now. I'm going to post that on my story in a second. Literally, we just started pump. Well, actually started like about an hour ago. I took a nap before the stream. But this was another one of those trades where you just have to stick to just honestly just trusting yourself, trusting your analysis, just hold the SRTP gets hit. Because this trade was literally a drawdown, like pretty much the entire night we entered the trade. So we entered this like literally. Well, we can pull it up and break it down in a little bit. But we're finally deep in profit on this. I'm about to post the screenshot of the trade into positions on my Instagram story in a second. It was crackling. Restart the stream. Let me know because it sounds fine on my end, or maybe it was just in the beginning. Oh yeah, let me know if it's still acting up. But I have it. I just played it on my phone. It sounds fine. So just refresh the reopen the your phone app and see if that fixed the problem. Yeah, so just let me know. So while you're doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and post this stuff on my story. Those just joining the stream, me and the members entered this trade last night because as y'all know, Tokyo session strictly members only. Let me fix my mic though. Let me do that. Okay. Let me do this too. Matter of fact, I'm gonna. All right, cool. Yeah, but ask up again. Let me know. I'll restart my mic and all that. Those just joined the stream, go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join the free Signal and free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last week and last month. We're going to pull it up and go over that in a second. But if you hit that first link, you'll be able to check that out for yourselves. Last week, we went 13-2, catching a total of 57,867 pips. Last month, we went 55-4, catching a total of 151,295 pips. We're going to be looking for some more setups in just a second. All right, bam. Those just joined the stream. I'm adding some stuff in my story really quick. So just give me 1 second. All right, bam. Yeah, so we're currently in this trade right here. Going to see if we can break this level. We're currently at TP5. And it's actually pushing up a little bit further. We're going to see if we can hit that next TP. But while we're at it, what's going on, Shawn? I see you in here. But while we're at, we're going to look for some more setups. Started yesterday and the week off to a great start. So if you hit that first link, you'll be able to see that. So hit that first link. This is what you're going to see. You're going to see that link. You're also going to see this link here to my Instagram. Make sure to click that. It's going to go over the most recent post that I dropped last night. But this is how we started off the day and the week. So Monday, me and the members who took a GA buy caught 25 pips, and then the SPX buy called in the free channel. All TPs got hit, caught 2,000 pips or 200 points, giving us a total of 2,025 pips. End of the day 2-0. If you click right here, it's going to take you to the beginning of the day where we called this SPX play during New York session after the news. You see the entry, you see the SL, you see the TPs, you see the time the trade was posted, how people viewed or entered the trade, you see the reactions, you see the TPs getting hit. Excellent start to the day. So as far as last week, as you can see, we caught 57,867 pips. Now, 57,115 of those pips were strictly with the members in the advanced play signal room. Last Monday, we caught 10,492 pips. Tuesday, we caught 316 pips. Wednesday, we caught 2,416 pips. Thursday, we caught 16,300. And then Friday, we caught 28,343 pips. Ending the week 13-2, giving us an 87% win rate. Same thing as before. If you click right here, it's going to take you to the beginning of that week where everything you'll see here, wins, losses, everything is posted here. Screenshots of what's going on in the advanced play signal room, all that good stuff. So make sure to check that out. Now, as far as what we're going to be looking for this stream during London session, we're going to be watching GJ. We're going to be watching the AUD pairs, and then, of course, we're going to be watching the indices in gold. Now, gold did a quick move last night. It finished the move, or it's continuing the move that we looked for on Friday, which is interesting. So depending on how it reacts to the resistance level, which we'll pull up in a little bit, we might still be looking for buys. Because it did a little retracement yesterday, but it's pumping back up today. We really started doing that since market reopened. But we're going to pull that up in a second. So we're about to hit another TP, me and the members, but we'll go over that in a little bit. Let's pull this up. All right, cool. All right, so looking at gold is respecting this level as a support. So we can break this level of traffic to the left today, which I kind of see happening. If we can break that level, we can look for some possible buys. We missed the ideal entry, so we're either going to wait for retracement back to my daily level. There's some slight levels here. I might mark this off too. Just a slight level. Do that. All right. So, but what we want to do is we either want to wait for price to retrace back down to my daily level, or we want to see if we can break this resistance level, which is this golden line, because we can clearly see how price has been struggling to break that level. So we can break that level. We can definitely break this level of traffic to the left and see the uptrend continue and then head towards 1978, 1980. So that's what we're going to be looking for on gold. As of right now, we're just going to let it do its thing because, again, we have to wait for our confirmations and for price to break those levels that we're looking for. Now, this is the SPX play that we took and caught yesterday. Price is still nice and bullish. We also went over this on yesterday's live. Obviously, we didn't enter it because this was during New York session when we entered the trade, and it was London session when it was live. But I did say I was going to be looking for buys on SPX and NAS, and both those played out exactly as projected. So this was a nice 1-to-2 risk reward. So you made a little bit more than 2 times what your risk was. So a nice little setup there. But yeah, so as far as this live, we're going to be watching possible GJ sells. Because those that was in yesterday's live, we was looking at GJ sales. We could have entered the sell here, but I was kind of just chilling on the trades we was in, and the price was kind of choppy yesterday. But we was waiting to see if price could break this level and look for a sell, or if it was going to break this level, look for a buy. But we could have went for a minor sell here, but it's still stuck in this box. All right. Those that was on yesterday's live, you saw that. We remember this is where price hit. Price hit this level, then it retraced up, then it shot back down. Then it shot up during a New York session, and then it rejected this level again, treating it as resistance. So same thing, same game plan as yesterday. So we're simply just going to wait to see how price reacts to this level. If it breaks underneath and treats it as a resistance, then we're going to go for a sell. If it shoots back up, again, I might go for a possible buy. but I still want to wait for it to either break below this level or break above this level here, because it's failed to do that even yesterday. So the gameplay is still kind of the same for GJ. Definitely going to be interesting to see what happens today. Because as far as news goes, we do have a Canadian and USD news at 8:30 later on today. And then that's pretty much it. And then when market reopens, 45 minutes in, we got New Zealand news. That's pretty much it for today. So it's going to be definitely interesting to see what happens. Because when we're going to daily, like I said, the way it's looking, we could see a new low get made, but it's definitely struggling to break out of this range. So I kind of want to see that get broken out of today. So we're going to see what happens today. Definitely going to be interesting. And the same thing with EJ. We're going to be watching EJ as well. Pretty much the same thing with EJ. Let's actually pull this up. Yeah, same thing with EJ. Stuck in this box here. So waiting to see if it's going to break above or break below this level. Remember the deep in blue, deep in profit on this EN trade we entered last night. We just hit another TP. Let me go ahead and let the members know. And then if you're not following me on Instagram already, make sure to follow me. You'll be able to see that on my story. All right, those who joined the stream, the members entered this last night. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join a free signal room, free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last week and last month. Go ahead and hit that first link. You'll be able to see that for yourselves. We already started going over a little bit how we did last week. We're going to go over last month in a second, as well as some other stuff. But yeah, we're just chilling right now. London session starts in about 3 minutes. Let's see what else is going on this week. So it's not really any news. Tomorrow, which is news during Tokyo session. Yeah, so we have unemployment claims Thursday, but that's pretty much it as far as like USD pairs and stuff like that. Yeah, so I want to see this get broken. I want those lows to get broken today. Definitely today. So we'll see what happens. What time is the news again? It's at 8:30, 5:30, 5:30. Yeah, we'll go live. Me and the members, we're gonna go live. I'll let y'all know. We're gonna go live today. Okay, yeah, we'll go live today for that news event. See what happens. We're gonna talk about a few things as well. Let me see. We just barely missed the next TP. Next TP's at 25. Yeah, so we're just chilling right now. Let's see if we can break this resistance level. Because last time price went this high, this is as high as it went, and then it rejected, dropped down. Then it came all the way down here. Nice staircase back up. So we're going to see if we can break this level here. We're going to see if we can break this level here. Let's pull up EA2. Yeah, but we have a bunch of pairs that have levels that are going to need to get broken today, which is not a coincidence. It's usually what happens when there's major news events anyways. Members, you should already know this because, when we go live, we be breaking this stuff down all the time. But EA stuck at this resistance level, kind of like yesterday. So if it can break that level, we can look for a possible buy on there. So that's what we're going to be looking for. We're going to look for a possible buy on EA if we can break this resistance level, because as we can see here, well, let me bolden it up so y'all see which one I'm talking about. But as we can see right here, this is a very strong resistance level and support level. We can see there's been a support level here. But as far as recently, it's been being treated as resistance. So if price can break this level, we can see a new high get made and the bullish momentum continue. Because as you can see, this was a nice push to the upside. Nice retracement, but failed to make a higher high here. Did a reattempt. So if we can break this level today, we can definitely see price hit around 65.90. And let's see what happens there. But yeah, so we're going to be looking for possible buys on EA and GA. But we just have to wait for price to break that level. I'm going to enter before that. Then GA is chilling on this daily low, kind of the same thing. Was nice and bullish, made this nice little high here, and did that retracement, push back up. So depending on how it reacts here, if it can break this level, we could possibly see, it really depends if it can break this resistance level, but if it can break this, stay on top of this blue level, we could look for possible buys on this as well. But if it treats this as resistance, then this could be a potential low getting made today. So we're just going to be chilling and just watching to see what side of the coin GA wants to be on. And as you can see, it's literally just been ranging here. Me and the members, we took a buy yesterday on it. We hit a few TPs. Then after that, ranged a little bit. And then literally you can see it's just been chilling on this daily level, which is not a coincidence. It's probably going to do that till volume picks up and or the news event. Not a coincidence, y'all. Our London session just started. So let's go at GJ really quick. Yeah, so GJ can break this low. We can go for a sell. Would have been a nice position to go for a sell here. But honestly, I wasn't looking at the charts at the time. We was in SPX anyway, so there was no reason to try to look for more setups after that SPX play, honestly. So we're going to put our stop loss right here. I'm going to do it. Actually, we're going to put it right here. Yeah, we're going to see if price can break this level. Let's see if price can break that level. So we're looking at potential sells on GJ. We're going to be watching EA still, but still got some work to do. And we're still going to watch the indices in gold, but they still got some work to do as well. So we're currently 3-0 for the week, 2-0 yesterday, 1-0 for the day so far today. Let me see. All right, I'm caught up to the comments. Cool. All right, y'all. If y'all haven't checked out my most recent video, I got another video dropping later on this week. It's not going to be dropping today. It's going to be dropping later on this week. But if you haven't checked out my most recent video that I dropped a couple days ago, make sure to check that out. It's a trade breakdown. We haven't posted a trade breakdown in a while. This is going over a NAS play, another buy. We took an SPX buy yesterday. This is going over a NAS buy. We broke this down on the live. Well, not broke it down, but we went over this on the live. But of course, we didn't enter this until like Tokyo. I'm not Tokyo session, like New York session, something like that. This was a nice 1-to-6 risk reward. I broke down why we entered the trade, what we looked for to enter the trade, the confirmations, and basically literally step by step how you can look for similar setups, not even just on NAS, all right? Because this strategy works on literally anything with the chart. As you can see, we caught a nice move on SPX. We caught nice moves on gold in the past. We caught that GA move. We're currently in that EN move today. So make sure to check that video. I'm about to link that in the chat in a second. But yeah, we're just going to be watching these charts. Going to be looking for some more setups. So we're mainly going to be watching GJ because I kind of like how it's looking. So we're just going to be keeping GJ on the screen right here. And then the EN buy that me and the members are in, we're just going to keep on my other screen. And then we're going to flip back and forth on the indices and the other pairs as well. But we're going to be mainly paying attention to GJ to see how it reacts. That's a good question. And so I just want to ask you this question. Have you seen me only on the 15-minute time frame? What have you seen me on? And on top of that, I go over that in this trade breakdown video. So I don't know if you watched this yet, but if you haven't, make sure to check that out. But yeah, I want you to answer that question first, and that'll help you answer your question. Because I've not just been on this time frame. It's a good question, but I just want to make you think a little bit. I haven't been on strictly 15. When I was just breaking down what I was looking for on GJ, when I was breaking down why I was looking for potential buys on EA, gold. I wasn't just on the 15. When I broke down why we're looking for what we're looking for, I went on bigger time frames. So I'm not back testing strictly on the 15, but you should back test on all time frames you use, but it's not strictly a 15. Y'all, and of course, y'all watching the recorded of this. This is the title of the video, but it's literally my most recent video. Make sure to check that out, y'all. Make sure to check that out. Yeah, so we're watching to see if GJ can break this level. We're going to see if we can do so. Me and the members, we're currently in this trade right here. We're in this EN buy. We're about to hit that next TP too. Let's see if we can hit it. New 5 minute just started. Yeah, we just hit that as soon as the 5 minutes started. Look at that. Let me go ahead and let the members know. No problem. Down. Down. All right, so we just hit the next TP. 2025 TP6 hit. Yeah, but we was literally in drawdown all night. We're gonna pull this up in the advanced play signal room in a second, just so I can show y'all. Hopefully, this will help y'all out in future trades because you know this is gonna happen to y'all at some point as well if it hasn't already. Okay, it's going to be some times where you're going to be in drawdown for a little bit, and you shouldn't freak out. Okay, because how trading is supposed to work. I know a lot of people don't do it this way, but this is how trading is supposed to work. All right, you're supposed to have a exit point on both stop loss and TP. Your stop loss should be strategically placed somewhere where price breaks that level. You was most likely wrong, and that's where you should exit the trade, aka why I say stop your losses, right? Take profit should be at a point where you can see price potentially reaching, not necessarily the max, but where you can see it potentially reaching, and that's where you want to take profits. Okay, very simple. So if you're ever in drawdown, this is what I want you to ask yourself. Did you follow your rules, right? The first thing you need to ask yourself, did you meet all your confirmations? Did you follow your rules? If you answered yes, relax. Second thing, did you over leverage? If you answered no, you shouldn't be freaking out. You should be relaxing. And then 3, just go on the charts. You enter the trade based off the charts. So go on the charts to see what's going on. If you can't see what's going on, or you can't understand why you're in drawdown or why price is doing what it's doing, then you just have to put in some more time to learn one of the number one things you should learn before trading anyways, which is how to read the charts. All right. But the main reason why I say this is because if you understand what's going on, then you'll know why you're in drawdown. But you also, if you're not over leveraging, you're not going to freak out while in drawdown. And if you followed your rules, and plus if you have a high win rate, there's literally no reason to be scared of entering a trade or be scared of drawdown or the possibility of losing a trade. It's that simple, y'all. But we just hit that next TP. We're about to hit the next. We have like 1 or 2 more TPs we got to hit. No, we got 1 more TP. So let's go back. We're about to hit that next TP though, but let's go back to GJ because get some small volume pumping on this London session candle. So again, we're seeing a slight repeat of last time price tapped this level, is rejecting, which is exactly why we're waiting to see if price can break and hold underneath that level. But let me catch up to these comments. Yes, I know it's the last couple of minutes. Yes, I know it's the last couple of minutes. No, so so still watch my trade breakdowns, right? But no, you go on the bigger time, you back test on every time frame, right? But it's not necessarily one time frame you should back test on, right? So if you're on any chart time frame, you should be back testing to see what's going on. Because again, how are you supposed to understand what's going on or where to look for position without back testing? Because we do not control the charts. I don't got a crystal ball sitting in my lap right now. Believe it or not, all these setups we take is me basically back testing, but also following market structure. All right, so if you watch any of my trade breakdowns, they literally all begin with the same thing. We talking about the first thing you need to do. Go on the bigger time frame, preferably the daily. Identify the trend, identify your levels, find out where you're going to enter at, calculate your lot size, enter, rinse and repeat. That's simple. So yes, I was on the 15, but I only look for like entries on the smaller time frames. As far as setups and determining what I'm looking for, that is the bigger time frames. You're not strictly look on smaller time frames. I know you'll see a bunch of trade breakdown videos or trade recaps where they're on smaller time frames, but you don't just open the chart and go on a smaller time frame. At least you shouldn't, right? Unless we're not going to talk about that. Never mind, but you shouldn't. So yeah, so we're just watching GJ still. Let's pull back up EM. You go on a smaller time frame to see exactly how price is moving at that time, right? Because if we go on a bigger time frame, like the hour, we can't see exactly what's really going on in real time. We just see a wick here, right? But these wicks are smaller candlesticks or smaller time frames. So if we want to see what's really going on or take a deeper look at why price is stuck here, then we go on a smaller time frame. It's like a microscope, right? And each one of these time frames is like you're switching the lens to go deeper and deeper and deeper to see, smaller organisms and like, what's going on. So now the hour candlestick got turned into 4 candlesticks, and now we see that wick was caused right here, and now we see price is kind of struggling to break this level here, right? So we see how price here is bouncing, reacting like this, right? Bouncing, rejecting this level multiple times. Now let's see if we see the same thing on the 4 hour. You see how it's all compacted into these bigger candlesticks, but you see kind of the same thing. But if you go on a smaller time frame, then you can see in real time how it's reacting in real time. That way, if you're trying to enter in real time, which is why you go on a smaller time frame so you can get that best entry. Whereas if you're on a bigger time frame, you can't really see what price is doing in real time. So watch, like we see prices right here. We go in the hour. You can kind of see prices right here, but if you're on a bigger time frame, yeah, price is there. But again, sometimes if you go on a smaller time frame, it looks like price might be here, but if you go on a smaller time frame, price could be up here, or price could be right there. So you go on bigger time frames to identify the trend and direction price is going, smaller time frames to look for entry points. But as far as back testing, you should be back testing on literally any time frame. It doesn't matter. No matter what time frame you're on, you should be looking to the left. Because you look to the left, it's going to explain what's happening in the present or what could potentially happen in the future. And again, we have to look to the left and back test because, again, we don't control the charts. We don't control the markets. And we have to look at what price has been doing or what's been leading price to its current position or direction. We can't just look at what's going on today and be like, okay, I see what's going on today, so this is what we're going to be looking for. No, you got to see what's been going on the week, what's going on the month, the quarter, the year. Go just join the stream. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal room, free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last week and last month. Last week we went 13-2, catching 57,867 pips. Last month we went 55-4, only losing 4 trades last month, catching 151,295 pips. You hit that first link, you'll be able to check that out for yourself. We're going to pull it up in a second, but I just want to keep an eye on the charts, making sure we're not missing anything. But so far, we're just chilling right now. But we're about to pull up EN to see if we hit that final TP or not. And we did. Let me go ahead and let the members know. Final TP's hit. Move that selling profit or close. All right, bam. All right, bam. So we just hit the final TP. So let me go ahead and pull the advanced play signal room so you can see what I'm talking about. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, bam. All right, so here we're in the advanced play signal room. So you see we entered this trade at 8 p.m. EST and it's currently 3:13 a.m. So we entered this trade at 8 p.m. EST. See the entry was 77.75 SL, the TPs, and you see literally, well, you can see right here, right? So we entered at 8, and literally, where was the entry point? Let's do this. So we're going to change this color to, so I don't confuse myself. We're going to do this. We're going to change this to red. And then what was my entry point? My entry point was 77.75. Which one moves up here? I'm going to do 77.75. Almost had it. All right, bam. So my entry point was right here. So I entered about in this candlestick, something like that. So yeah, and we literally didn't hit a TP for hours. We was ranging, tried multiple times to break the level, got stuck underneath the daily level for a little bit. And then literally like an hour or so before the live, I literally took a nap, woke up. I was like, let's see how that trade's doing in profit, right? That's why you always got to trust your analysis. The old me would have been freaking out because, oh, it's been 2 hours and I'm still blinking in and out blue and red. Should I close the trade? Should I add a position? Should I hedge? No, just stick to your analysis and, let it do its thing. And now all TPs got hit. Now we're nice, deep in profit. So that's pretty much how it goes, y'all. It's just that simple. It's just rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. And again, if you're not over leveraging, you stuck to your rules, you're going with the trend and direction of price, there's literally nothing to freak out about. There's literally nothing to be nervous about. There's no reason to hesitate to enter a trade, nothing like that. Now, let's say this, though. Let's say, you won a trade or 2 trades for the day. Or more importantly, you met your daily goal. Then hesitate to enter trades. Well, I would just say, close the charts for the day. Enjoy your day. Go get some sunlight or something. So yeah, we're chilling right now. So I'm gonna put this on my other screen. We're gonna put before we do that, this was a perfect example. This is exactly why we trade off these levels. You saw how price literally touched this level, and to the next candlestick, what happened? Price is rejecting this level. Now we're about to see if it can potentially break this level and continue to climb to the upside, like we mentioned at the beginning of the stream. Because last time price hit this level, it did the same exact thing. Right? Let's pull it up. This was the 12th. Yes, like last week. Did the same exact thing. Hit this level, rejected to the downside. So now we're going to see if price can break this level. If price can break and hold this level, then we can definitely see the bullish momentum continue and stay in place. Well, let me not say that. If we can break that level, then we can possibly hit like 78 or 7,900. Now, if we break 7,900, then we can say that. Because it's definitely a funky daily time frame. Definitely funky daily time frame. But that's why we trade off these levels, because these levels can help you, right? Because again, just look here. Just look here. Before we do this, let me fix my other screen to make sure we're not missing any setups. And gold is about to hit that resistance level. Very unfortunate that we weren't able to ride that wave. We did try to hit that level on Friday, but it is what it is. We're just going to look for the next entry point. But it looks like it's about to hit that level we were trying to hit before. Let me pull this up. Let me see what GJ's up to. So before I go back to, and I see y'all's comments in the chat. I'm going to catch up to them. All right. I see y'all's comments. I'm not going to ignore any comments. I'm going to get to it in a second. All right, cool. All right, so I'm watching GJ still. So just looking at this blue level, we see how price constantly is treating as a support resistance level. But more importantly, just look at these harsh reactions, right? Price climbed up, chilling, literally tapped this level, dropped to the downside. Same thing here, tapped this level, dropped to the downside. Broke it, retested it, rejected, tried again, rejected, dropped to the downside. Now opposite, strong resistance got turned to a strong support. Rejected, retested, broke above, retested, treating as support, climbed to the upside. Look at that huge explosion to the upside. Matter of fact, we caught this buy. This was a huge buy that we caught actually at this time. What was this, June 23rd? Yeah, we actually caught this buy. Matter of fact, let me see something. Man, I wish the computer, I could just swipe my thumb like I do on my phone on Telegram, because it'll make scrolling through all these messages so much simpler. But we're going to get through it. Just give me 1 second, y'all. Just give me 1 second. I'm trying to find something. What day is this? 27th. Let me see if I can find that. Let me see if I can find that. 27. All right. So, all right, cool. So we're in the free signal room. So you go to the 26th, you'll see here that I call this EN buy on the 26th. This was Monday the 26th. Matches the date. And it hit TP4, but after that, as you can see, that thing is shot to the upside after multiple attempts of trying to respect the low support. And the move ended up being a nice 1 to, what does it say? 1 to 6 risk reward. Kind of similar to the NAS trade. But back to what we was talking about. So if you go with the direction of price and then you trade off these levels, not only are you going to have volume, the flow of price go in your favor, but you're going to have a nice, it's like a trampoline. You jump on a trampoline and it really helps propel you where you want to go. All right. So that's why we trade off these levels. Let me move this over so I can delete this because that's going to bother me. All right, bam. Yeah, so we're going to see if we can break this level right here. All right, there we go. All right, cool. So DJ's going for round 2. We're going to see if we can break this level. I want to see it get broken so the next 15 we can look for possible position on it. But that's just wishful thinking right now. We're just going to patiently wait. Not going to rush a trade. Just going to wait for confirmations. But I am leaning towards a sell if we can break this level. But again, still remaining biased. Like I said, I'm just going to watch and observe. I got a game plan for if price can break below this level. I also got a game plan if price decides to break above this level. So now I'm just going to wait for my setup to come to me. Let me catch up to these comments. Interesting. Okay, so in short, bigger time frames for market structure and trends, smaller time frames for entries and movements. Yeah, something like that. It's a short version of it. Thanks for explanation, bro. I'm learning a lot here. That's why I do these lives. No problem, Richie. I hope everyone else is learning too. Make sure to hit that like button, y'all. You ask this question almost every day. Or you ask similar questions almost every day. And I answer the question the same way. But I'll keep answering this question because it's going to keep helping people. But I want you to write this down because I'm pretty good with names, especially names that aren't, you know, traditionally normal names in America. So I know you asked this question before, but I'm gonna answer it again. There is no set trades. There's no set amount. There's no magic number. There's no magic lot size. None of that. Everything comes down to your trading plan. Everything comes down to your trading goal and your account size. So you're saying a very specific number, which is 500 euros. What is your account size? Because you have a $100 account, obviously you can't do that. If you have $1,000 account, you can't do that. So you need to figure out what your account size is first, and then base your daily, weekly, and monthly goals based off your account size and percentages. Right? So if you go into my free signal room, literally the disclaimer I post every day before any trade, even yesterday's trade, was the bottom sentence. I recommend risking 1 to 5% of your account per trade. Right? So again, so what you need to figure out is what is 1 to 5% of your account per trade. And then you got to apply risk to rewards. It depends on what your setup is. Is your setup a 1 to 2 risk to reward? Is your setup a 1 to 3? Is your setup a 1 to 1? Did you get worked out break even? It all depends on the setup, the trades, all that stuff. There's no magic number. There's no magic number. You just gotta have a trading plan. If that's your goal, you need to have an account size that you can make that without risking, 20% of your account to trade. But there's no set number. There's no magic number. Anyone tells you that, they're lying to you. That is if again you don't if they don't know, your account size. Now, if they know your account size, have more information, then they could probably give you an answer. But just off that question, I can't give you an answer. That's like saying the same question, just worded different. It would be like, how can I make $500 a day trading? That's literally what you're asking. How can I make $500 per day? But instead of that, it's saying how many trades do I need to hit 500 per day? It's the same thing. It all depends on your account size. So if you don't have a trading plan or you don't know how to figure that stuff out, I have a video on that as well. I have multiple videos breaking down my trading plans that I literally use every day. And I have videos showing receipts, not just student results, but me personally showing y'all that this works on my YouTube channel. So I'm about to link some videos and make sure to check that. It's not just for you, this is for everybody. All right, so make sure to check these videos out. All right, I'm about to just drop a bunch of videos. That are my trading plan videos. All right, make sure to check these out. Let me see. Then I'm gonna drop this video. Yeah, but if you got more information, I can answer your question right now. Like I said, I don't mind answering your question. That's what these lives are for. Questions are open for everybody. So if you can give me more information on your account size, that's all I need is your account size. And then I can answer that question, honestly. We can do that right now. So you give me your account size in the comments, we can answer that question. I call these two trades. I'll just drop those two for now. All right, so yeah, now everything's flying. So you saw before, right? You saw before how it was struggling to break that level. And now you saw that it broke through that level, coincidentally, after the new candlestick got formed. Not a coincidence, but look here, right? So this is literally what we saw, right? So this, again, going back to what you was talking about, Richie, this is why you go on smaller time frames to see exactly what's going on, right? We saw the 15, what just took place, but now that we're going to 5 minute, we can see in more detail how price reacted to this level, right? So we see here, price hit that level, but remember, price rejected. That was one 5 minute candlestick. Then a new 5 minute, price broke above it, and now we see price about to try to fly to the upside like we just talked about at the beginning of the live, y'all. It's that simple. Now, how did I put all this together? Again, back testing. Again, the more time you're on the charts, the more you're going to be able to kind of predict all the possibilities that can happen, right? It's just like if you play a video game or chess, right? The more you play it, the more behaviors you see, the more pattern recognition. It's literally that. Like I said, that's why I always encourage and stress the same stuff, because you just stop trying to cut corners and just take the time to learn the basics that nobody wants to learn, which is why the success rate is so low. Then it's literally just rinse and repeat, y'all. It's literally rinse and repeat. You look for the same stuff every single day. You see the same stuff every single day. It's that simple, y'all. But let me catch these comments. And let's go back to GJ. Yeah, GJ's still struggling. Let's look at EA. Ooh, that's a big candlestick. That's a strong candlestick on the Euro pairs. Let's see if all the Euro pairs are doing that. Let's see if EJ is doing it. Just out of curiosity. That's a big candlestick. EJ's pushing up, not as aggressive. Yeah, some volume just pumped up on us. It's working in our favor on EN, though. I'm not complaining. And it's doing what I wanted to see happen on EA anyway, so we're just going to wait for the next 15, which coincidentally about to start. I would like to see a retest. That's what I would like to see. I'd like to see a retest. I want to see if we can hold this low. There's a few levels. Yeah, so we're gonna see what this next 15 looks like. Let's see what this next 15 looks like. I'm gonna do a little aggressive stop loss. There's a bunch of levels here. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. Decent stop loss. I feel like we should put it right here though. But I'm not against the re-entry. Yeah, so we're gonna see what this next 15 looks like. Still watching GJ, but GJ's rejecting that level. So we're gonna keep EA on the screen. I'm watching EN still. I'm gonna go ahead and post this disclaimer. Speaking of which, I'm gonna cut you to the comments in a second, but you know the charts aren't gonna stop for me, so just bear with me, y'all. But I'm gonna catch up to all y'all's comments, like always. All right, so make sure to read that disclaimer, y'all. It's the same disclaimer I post every day. It might look like a big paragraph on y'all's phone screens, but it's literally just 11 sentences. Again, I'm never just gonna post something for kicks and giggles. Everything I post is important and for a reason. It has a purpose. So make sure to read that, y'all. All right, so give me 1 second. I'm writing some trade ideas up, and then we're gonna catch up to the comments. Still watching GJ, but it's not doing what we want, so that's why we're looking at this one. But I like this right here, 64. I kind of like this 65, 45, 1.65, 45. Yeah, I broke that level. I kind of like this right here. Kind of like this right here. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna see if we can break this level here. Yeah, I like this right here. It might try to retest if we enter right now. But I do like this right here. Let me let the members know what Ian's doing. Give me 1 second. Ian's fine. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, bet. Yeah, I kind of like this right here. That's nice and golden candle to the upside, bro, with that structure. Yeah, we're gonna go for this right here. I'm about to post the TPs in the channel. 6590. Then we're gonna go back to the comments. Give me 1 second, y'all. Six five, 1.65, 7.5. Those that join the stream, go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal room for your Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last week and last month. Go ahead and hit that first link, and you'll be able to check that out and see for yourself. Cool. All right, bam. So let me catch you to these comments. Bam, bam, bam. All right, so 2,000. Okay, I can work with that. All right, so let's break that down. Your count size 2,000. Let's break that down. Let me pull up the handy dandy calculator really quick. Give me 1 second. Then we can break that down. So you say you're trying to make. Well, we're going to break it down, and I'm not going to just talk here. We're going to break it down. All right. So first, let me make sure. I got it right. So you said first, you said how many trades I need to hit 500 per day. So your account size is 2,000, right? So you have a $2,000 account. So I honestly It depends how many trades you're trying to take per day, right? But honestly, I wouldn't risk more than 5% of your account per trade. And yeah, so you can split that between like 3 to 4 trades a day. But that's what I personally, but also note that I trade all sessions. So it's not like I'm taking 4 trades New York session, 4 trades London session. These are 3 to 4 trades throughout all 3 sessions. So it's like 1 or 2 trades per session on average. But yeah, so just keep that in mind. But you got a $2,000 account. So again, it's just simple math, right? So 5% of 2,000 is $100. So to make $500 per day, you have a few options, right? So you're risking $100 per trade. That's if you're risking 5%, right? So if you want to risk 5%, that's $100 per trade. If you want to risk like 2%, that's $40 per trade, right? But let's just do 5% because again, we want to make it easy and efficient. So you're risking $100 per trade. So you're risking $100 per trade. You need to know how to calculate your lot size to make sure you're not risking more than that per trade. Now, how to do that, I have a video on YouTube titled How to Count Pips. If you're a member, you kind of got an easier version because the pinned video in the group chat teaches you exactly step by step how to do it. And we're going to go over that in just a second. But let me do this really quick. Let's see if we can hit that shit. Actually, no. I'm going to do this one. All right. Okay, so you're risking $100 per trade. So again, let's go back to risk reward. So you're risking $100 per trade. How many trades do you need to take to make $500? So that depends on your risk to reward and how many trades you're taking. So let's say you took 1 trade and you're risking 5%, which is $100. And let's say it was something like this, right? Which was a 1 to 2, almost 1 to 3 risk to reward. So off this trade here, because again, math, right? Again, like I said, it's very simple math, but you just have to sit down and take the time to plan and write it out, right? If you're trying to do this all on the spot and wing it, it becomes complicated. But just sit down and do it. It's very simple. So it's a 1 to 3 risk reward. That means you made 3 times your risk. So boom. If you take 1 trade as a 1 to 3 risk reward, you're up $300. So if you take 2 1 to 3 risk reward trades, you can make that a day. Or if you take a couple 1 to 2 risk reward trades, you make $200 per trade. You take 2 trades, 3 trades, you can make $500 per trade. But that's if you're risking 5%, which is $100 per trade. If you're risking less, you'll need bigger risk rewards. You would have to take more trades. So about 2 to 3 trades a day, depending on your risk rewards. That's what I would say you'll need to take per day to make $500. So with your account, it is definitely very possible. So with your account, that's very possible. So that is not a illogical goal. So yeah, that's to answer your question, and that's to help anybody else out that has a similar account size or that's just trying to figure out what's a reasonable daily goal. Okay, so that's pretty much how you should do it. No problem, no problem. All right, and those watching the recorded, these are those videos I dropped, how the best way to grow your account, how to double your account in 2 weeks. If you just look at the thumbnail of that video, you literally see a screenshot of me doing that literally in 2 weeks. And then I have countless other videos on YouTube showing me doubling accounts in 3 days, a week, 2 weeks, a month, all that stuff. So make sure to check that out. And in this video, we just went over risk to reward. This video is going over why it's important. Okay, risk to reward is very, very, very important. So yeah, okay. So you said for you have 2 accounts, one at 1K and one at 1.5K. Would you say the paid trading view platform is needed as it progress more in trading? Honestly, you don't need to pay for trading view. I just pay for trading view because I'm making some videos and I need bar replay. But honestly, even when I paid for trading view, only thing I really used it for was bar replay and when I was doing super, super, super deep back testing on smaller time frames. But you honestly don't need it. Like you watch any of my lives the last quarter, I didn't even have trading view. Like I just bought trading view. I haven't had like the trading view pro since like maybe March this year. You don't need trading view. You don't. It's free. All you need is the charts. You don't need like all the other stuff, right? You just need the charts. You just need the horizontal lines, all this stuff, and all that stuff's free. Only thing that's not free that I use is bar replay. That's literally it. Or if you want to have like a bunch of alerts, you're limited to how many alerts you can use without the pro and all that stuff. But you honestly don't need to pay for TradingView. No problem. I got you, L. You have two accounts. So are you just letting me know that's your account size, or are you trying to like ask a question or advice about how you should go about those two accounts? Just let me know. I just want to make sure I understand what you're saying. That's all. Those just join the stream, go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join the free Signal Room, free Telegram. We just entered this trade, but we did hit TP1. But depending on where you enter that, you might be still flickering in and out of blue. We barely missed TP2. Me and the members, we took a nice in buy last night, fell asleep in profit, went to sleep in drawdown, woke up in profit. Now that thing's flying to the upside. We're about to see if EA can follow suit. We're also watching GJ, but it's still kind of just trying to make his mind up. So we're just going to leave that alone for now. There it goes. We're going to see if we can knock that out. New 5 minute just started. Make sure to hit that like button, y'all. Make sure to hit that like button. Because, again, trading isn't just about entering trades. These live streams aren't just about entering trades. It also says live trading. But trading isn't just entering trades. Because before you can enter a trade, there's stuff you got to understand, all right? And these live streams can help y'all understand all the other stuff that you're not going to be seeing online or in these trade breakdowns. Speaking of trade breakdowns, make sure to check out my trade breakdown that I just dropped, I think, on Friday last week. So we're about to see if we can hit this TP2 right here. Yeah, Ian's going crazy right now. There, I have nothing against signal copiers or like bots that can have multiple accounts. That way you enter a buy or sell on one account, it'll enter in all the accounts. I have no issue with that. But there's nothing wrong at all with manual trading. I have multiple funded accounts and I have multiple personal accounts, and I manually trade on all the accounts till this day. There's nothing wrong with that. And it's the best way to do it, honestly. Like, you shouldn't use all that other stuff unless you genuinely are like super busy and you can't be on the charts to trade. But if you have the time and the ability and freedom to be on the charts, to manually enter trades, to watch the charts while you're in trades, then do it. But if you are busy and you genuinely can't, then those bots and signal copiers can come in handy. Or like I said, if you just don't want to do what I do, flip through a bunch of stuff, but you only have two accounts, it literally takes 2 seconds to switch from one account to another. And then you have two accounts, you can treat them both differently. Like, I have multiple accounts and I treat them all differently. Some I might treat the same, but I have some accounts where I'm working on swing trading, of other accounts where I'm super aggressive, strictly just sticking to my trading goals and my daily goals and closing as soon as I hit them. I have other accounts where I try to push myself to hold to the final TPs to really try to push my analysis. I have I have small accounts that I just flip, like the accounts I'll be showing lately, like my $100 accounts that I just be doubling and flipping. So there's multiple different things you can do with multiple accounts, but there's definitely nothing wrong with manually entering trades. One is GBP, one is USD. Best to consolidate. Not sure what you mean by that. Yeah, I'm glad you have. And best of all, they're all recorded, right? So you can watch them whenever you want. So there's ever a live where he's like, man, he really just said something that made sense, made things click. Just like that video. You can come back and watch it later. Screenshot, write down the timestamp, whatever. comment the timestamp, so you come back to the video, click your comment, send you straight to the timestamp, whatever you got to do. All these are recorded. You can watch them and just see, like, from the beginning of the day where we did the chart analysis, where we entered trades, where we broke down projections, and then you can see how it played out. Like, we went over SPX in yesterday's live, talking about where we're going to be looking for buys. Later on, we entered a buy, and that was hours later, right? Because we streamed London session. We didn't enter that until deep in New York session. We're like a pip and a half a pip away from hitting TP2, but y'all should be nice and blue on y'all screens right now. Make sure to hit that like button. That's a good question. Yeah, they can, but I wouldn't necessarily just think about it like, again, so this is what I do personally. Again, but this is because I have the liberty and I'm able to, monitor my charts. Like, I don't have to like clock into, a job or anything like that. So I'm able to just stick either on my phone, because I got the app, or on my computer like I am right now. So I personally don't enter any stop losses. I just have them on here so I know what I'm looking at, right? And so this is what I'm gonna tell y'all. And I tell the members this too. So I mean, you're a member, so I guess it doesn't matter for you in your case, but this is for everybody else. So this is how it goes, right? So this is one thing I tell the members. It's important where the candlestick goes, but it's more important where it closes, right? So a lot of times, like I said, wicked, right? Look at this. This is a wick. Price wicked up here and then dropped to the downside. So it went up here initially, and then it dropped down. So this candlestick was red, and then it turned green, right? And let's see. It'll be funny if it plays my ass, but we're about to just see out of curiosity, right? So we're gonna bar replay this. I'm gonna make this not 10x so we can actually see what's going on. I'm gonna do this, and then we're gonna hit play, and then we're gonna see what happens. Did I make it too slow? Look at that. Turn red, then green. That thing turned green to red, right? Look at that. Red to green, red to green, green to red to green again. Look at that. Green to red to green again. You see these wicks? So it's important where the candlestick goes, but it's more important where it closes, right? So sometimes you can get wicked out. That does happen. So if you are going to manually enter on your MT4, MT5, SL, and TP, what I suggest is, if we're in a buy, round down your SL, and then round down your TPs. If we're in a sell, round up your SL, round up your TPs by like 5 to 10 pips. That's to account for spread and to account for wicks. Because spread, you have to put into account as well. Because you will not get closed out of a trade, SL or TP wise, until the spread breaks through. Not just price, the spread. So that's why if you ever see on your MT4, MT5, how price literally kissed your TP line, but it didn't close you out the trade, that's because spread didn't break through that second line on your MT4, MT5. All right. So that's a good question. But don't even worry about that. It's not that serious. It's not that serious. Because you worry about that, then you're going to worry about the whole fact that the charts are manipulated and the news does this and the charts do that and the economy, it doesn't matter. Just keep it simple. Understand what price does. Stick to your rules. That's all you got to worry about. Don't worry about all the other stuff too much. That's all just fear to make you hesitant or make you do this. Same thing with news. Most I know people that don't even trade news days, like any news days. If it's a red folder news event, I'm not trading that entire session or the day at all. Why? Fear, literally fear. Speaking of news, members, we're going to be going live today for the CPI. The reason why is because there's literally not really that many New York news events. So yeah, it was either that or possibly do a Tokyo live, which I'm not against. We might do one for the second live this week. Switch it up. Haven't done a Tokyo live in a minute. I wanted to go live today, but I see unemployment claims But I do kind of want to do a Tokyo session live, 9:30. So we got, what do we got today, news wise? That's at 6:45. 6:45. So I kind of want to do a Tokyo session. Oh well, we're gonna do New York for now. But as far as news today, we got Canadian USD news at 8:30, and that's pretty much it today. That's pretty much it today. Oh, that's a lie. We have orange folder 9:15 USD news event, and then when market reopens, we have New Zealand news. But that's pretty much it for the day. Pretty much it for the day, and we barely missed TP2. But we're going to see what this 5 minute does. 15 is still doing its thing. Let's go back to GJ, see what that's up to. All right, it's still doing that. We want to see if we can break that level, though. Let's see what these other pairs are up to. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, y'all. Y'all should see it on the bottom of y'all screens. Instagram is Playmaker_way. TikTok is Playmaker Way. I post daily on both pages. I just posted something last night. Make sure to check that out. Some stuff I can't post on TikTok, so I post on Instagram, and vice versa. Some stuff I can't post on Instagram, so I post on TikTok. Make sure to explore those pages and check them out. You're going to see student results, student testimonials. On Instagram, you're going to see screenshots of positions, especially what's going on in the advanced play signal room. You're going to see shorter form, versions of, like, trading tips, trading psychology, stuff like that. So make sure to check that out. And then, of course, if you want to contact me directly, you can DM me on Instagram, or you can DM me on Telegram as well. I respond to all messages. Yeah, but GJ is looking like it's trying to push to the downsides, but it's definitely struggling to break that support level and turn it into a resistance. But just because it's struggling doesn't mean it's impossible. It can still potentially do it later. Yeah, but we're just chilling right now. My bad, y'all. I'm responding to some messages right now as we speak. Yeah, but y'all got questions? Y'all want me to look at some charts, anything like that? Keep the questions coming. We had some good questions today. We had good questions yesterday, too. Do I have an email? Yes, I have an email. If you need an email, I can drop one. I do have a business email. Let me pull that one out. But honestly, the quickest way to respond to me, if it's like business inquiries or something like that, but the quickest way to respond to me, let me know if you do you not have an Instagram or a Telegram, because that's the quickest way to respond to me. If you're talking about just to contact me, that's the quickest way, even for like business inquiries or stuff like that. But if y'all need an email, I can post one, because I know I don't have one on my thing. See what these other pairs are up to while we're chilling. GN looks like did a nice similar move as well. Did a nice retest. Yeah, GN did a nice move. GN did a nice move right there. GA is moving also. Hold on. Let me pull something out really quick. Let me pull something out. 9155. Literally wicked the stop loss. I'm gonna start doing that. Because I re-entered this, but literally I was about to see if it hit our stop loss. The stop loss was 91.55. That thing literally wicked it by 2 pips. Because we hit like TP4 yesterday, then I got wicked out, and then I re-entered last night. But it literally wicked the stop loss. Because I was about to notify the members, but it wicked the stop loss. But that would have been nice. So GA is pumping up. So I want to see if EA is doing the same thing, because GA is beautiful right now. But EA is kind of struggling. So we're going to see who's going to follow suit. Whoops. What the heck? I clicked the wrong thing. But if we're going to daily time frames, we can see a slight differences in it as well. We have a strong resistance level. So that's why it's struggling. But if we can break and hold that level, we can see it do a similar move as GA did. That's also the main reason why I didn't enter GA in the free channel. But it literally hit the stop loss by like 2 pips. But again, that actually, let's go back to that. Going to 15. Because this goes back to what I was just talking about too. When you was talking about the wicks. It's important where the candlestick goes, but more important where it closes. That thing literally wicked that level. Then that thing shot back up, pumped to the upside. But we're going to see if EA can follow GA's lead. So we're still going to hold that. Of course, the SRTP gets hit. So let's see what GJ is up to. Yeah, GJ. Yeah, I want to see what happens this next 4 o'clock hour. We might be jumping into sales on GJ momentarily. Yeah, Ian's doing a retest as well. Yeah, so we're going to hold this level of support. I might add another position here. That's a decent stop loss. It's a humongous risk to reward. I'm going to have to break this level first. Yeah, so we got a couple minutes until the next 15. All right, so you can message me on Telegram. So if you go into the free signal room and you click right here, you can message me on Telegram. All right, so you click the profile right here. You can message me on Telegram. I got my Instagram here. You can message me on Telegram. Questions, you can message me on Instagram or Telegram. I heard that there are 2 types of traders: support and resistance and fundamentals, which are you, and can you expand on the differences between the two? There's way more types of traders, and between those, there's like, honestly, there's way more different types of traders. A lot of them are kind of the same shit. Not gonna lie, they just go by different things to try to sound smart or sophisticated. But like I said, they all do the same. The reason why I know this is because when I first started trading, like most people, they try to find guidance or help on the journey. So that's why I watched a lot of videos in the past, a bunch of different strategies, a bunch of different terms like ICT, smart money concept, support resistance, price action. Like a good example, price action, support resistance is literally the same thing, but just 2 different names for it. But it's literally the same thing, but 2 different terms for it, right? I don't care what anybody says, it's literally the same thing. But yeah, there's a bunch of different terms and all types of stuff. And there's also people that just strictly trade off trend lines. There's people that just strictly trade off. There's a bunch of different types of traders. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, if you have a good strategy and you closing trades blue and you're profitable at the end of the week and end of the month, that's awesome. But just keep it simple. There's literally, like, just look right here, right? We're trading out these levels. These are support resistance levels. That's how I trade, right? But this is how my trading breaks down into strictly understanding how charts work, right? You're never going to see me on stream with any indicators, trend lines, nothing like that. Nothing against them. Like I said, I don't have any hate towards them. I just personally don't use them because I wanted to learn. I wanted to fully understand what was going on, right? I told the story multiple times. I'm not going to tell the story again today, maybe another day. But basically, what I do is I read the charts, I follow the direction of price, and then I determine how I'm going to enter based off support resistance levels. And then because like I said, I break it down to three different things: the strategy, which is learning how to read the charts, and then the discipline and emotions, which is also the trading plan. That's number two. And then number three is the simple math part. So I just went over number one, identify the trend, following the flow of price, enter our support resistance levels. Number two is, of course, patiently waiting like we just did and like we do any other day. Patiently waiting for setups, following our rules, staying calm while in trades. Another good example is EN. Again, we was in drawdown literally all night last night. Didn't shoot into profit until about an hour and some change ago. Right. And then the third part is simple math. We went over that earlier today in the live stream when L was talking about how his goal is $500 per day and how to reach it. Right. That was a simple math part. We literally broke down how to figure out how to reach your daily goal and how to figure out what's a realistic daily goal. That's simple, y'all. So to answer your question, which am I? I'm just me. I don't follow any title. I don't claim nothing. I'm just a trader, a real trader that follows the charts and the flow of price, that knows the secrets to the markets. That's I don't claim nothing. I don't claim no term. I'm just me. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say all the time, like you take away all that stuff, majority of the time they're doing the same thing. They're just like even liquidity. Liquidity is a support resistance level. All this stuff is the same stuff. It's just different terms, different names, but it's all the same stuff. It's all the same stuff. So don't get lost in the sauce. It's all the same stuff. It's all the same stuff. All right. Things might be getting interesting on GJ. Yeah, so we want to see what this 15 does. I want to see this 15 break this level. If it can break and hold this level, we might be looking for some sales this hour. We'll see. When SO gets hit and then goes back in your direction, you still get back in. It depends. I don't just jump in a trade. No matter what, I always stick to my rules, wait for my confirmations. So if my confirmations aren't met, I'm not entering a trade. So even if I get wicked out, I'm not going to just blindly re-enter. I'm going to wait for my confirmations, still follow my rules, still do a proper analysis to see if my idea is still valid, and then I'll proceed to enter. I don't just blindly enter trades. I don't enter off touch and goes. I always wait for confirmations. So yes and no. Again, every trade you enter, you should do the same thing. Your top-down analysis, wait for your confirmations, double check to make sure your trade idea even makes sense. Look at your risk to reward to make sure that it's even worth entering the trade. Because if you're risking $10 to only make $5, that's not worth it, right? If you're risking $10 to only make $2, that's not worth it. But you're risking $10 to make at least $10, if not $20 or more, then it's worth the trade. So you got to do all this stuff before you enter a trade each time. Good question, though. Let's see what else going on. Yeah, gold literally. Yeah, that would have been a nice free entry on gold. Same thing with gold. Gold barely hit my stop loss on the original stop loss, but that's part of the game. Ain't tripping too much about that. Still up for the week. Yeah, let's see what's happening. I'm looking at some other pairs, making sure we're not missing any other possible setups. But yeah, I'm just liking GJ right now. Just liking GJ right now. Ooh. Go just join the stream. Go ahead and we have not entered this trade yet. This is just a trade idea. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal room, free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last week and last month. And we're already off to a great start this week. Already up 2,000 pips since yesterday. 2-0 yesterday. 1-0 so far to well, technically 2-0, but 1-0 so far today. Gonna be looking for some more setups. Gonna go over the indices really quick. I'm not gonna enter them right now. Just went over them on my other screen. Not any really good setups, but let's go ahead and pull them up. So looking at NAS, we're still gonna be looking for buys. Everything's showing us buys. We're still gonna go for buys. So we still got a nice little uptrend, nice higher high getting made. Has slight little retracement a couple of days ago. So if we can break this resistance level, we can definitely see buys possibly reach 15,900 today if we can break that resistance level. And same thing with SPX. We're still going to be looking for buys on those. We do have we broke that resistance level. Yeah, so we're still going to be looking for buys, but we do have news today. Wouldn't really consider sells unless price breaks below around 15,520-ish. But that'll still be short-term sells because it still has multiple levels to break the previous low to the left. And that's the same thing with SPX and US30. But let's go back on GJ. All right, y'all, make sure hit that like button, y'all. Make sure hit that subscribe button. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers, y'all. Make sure to hit that sub button. Also, we're almost at 1,000 followers on TikTok. Make sure to hit that follow button. Once we hit 1,000 followers on TikTok, we're gonna be able to go live on there as well. Got a lot of stuff planned for the TikTok lives. Just need 1,000 followers to get that. We're almost there. We're literally like 100 and some change away, which is not too bad. Still shadow banned. I think I'm permanently shadow banned. I started a new account just to do some experimenting. And yeah, I don't know if they boost new accounts or it's just a coincidence, but I posted the same video on one of my new accounts and my main account. And I literally got 2 times the views on my new account compared to my main account. And I have literally 8 times the amount of followers on my main than my new account. So thought that was interesting, but regardless, we still gonna be posting on that until they delete us, shadow banned or not. So yeah, GJ broke this level like I wanted to see. So we're gonna hold this level. We can definitely look for some sells. And also, you look at yesterday's live, GJ did exactly as projected. Literally, y'all watch yesterday's live, you already know what I'm talking about. I was saying we're in a downtrend. We can see a lower low get made, and that's exactly what we see happening right here. Now, granted, we could have went for a sell on this yesterday, but wasn't looking at GJ. I was focused on the 2 trades we was in. Because I always remember less is more. You don't need to enter 40 trades a day. 1 trade a day is perfectly fine. 2 trades is even better. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to take multiple trades a day. You can literally just take 1 trade a day and still be fine. All right, y'all. So members, yeah, we're going to be going live for the news event during New York. We're going to go live for the 8:30 news. Yeah, we're going to go live for the 8:30 news. Now, if y'all want to contact me directly, hit me up on Instagram and TikTok. Instagram on the bottom of your screen, playmaker_way, or y'all can hit me up on Telegram. If you're interested in learning how to identify these levels and marking up your charts like this, join the Advanced Play Signal Room. Already off to a great start. We're eating off EN as we speak. Now, what comes with Advanced Play Signal Room? If you just go into the free Signal Room and scroll up, you'll see a quick gist of it, but we'll break it down in Advanced Play Signal Room in a little bit. So, Obviously, Tokyo session is strictly members only, like it says here, which was that EN play was during Tokyo session. So we trade all sessions. You're always going to get the first trade of the day and majority of the trades, and all, not majority, all the trades. But you're always going to get the first trade of the day on top of that. And then you're going to see my chart analysis. Daily, I dropped one daily. We're going to break that. We're going to show that in a second. And then, of course, we have exclusive lives. In the beginning, there were Tokyo sessions lives, but as of recently this year, they've been New York sessions during news events. So we go live during the news events. Not only do you see me project the news going the way it goes, but you also see me break down how I knew it and show you how to do the exact same thing. And also we go over additional stuff that be in the course, like multiple entries, scaling entries, risk reward, lives. You can ask me questions just like these lives. And then best of all, just like these lives on YouTube, if you missed those lives, they are recorded and posted in the channel. So you literally have over a year's worth of just content, which I'm going to show you all in a second. And then there's also the student and member group chat. So let me slide this over and then go into the advanced play signal room so y'all see what I'm talking about. So give me 1 second. Yeah, I'm liking this right here though. I'm liking this right here. So I'm gonna write that trade idea up because I do like that. So we go into the advanced play signal room. This is obviously the EN trade that we're currently in, right? Because we're in this EN buy. Pull this up. Yeah, so we're currently in this EN buy. So this was the trade posted into this last night during Tokyo session. So this is the New York price watch list I was talking about. So every day during New York session, I'll drop this. It goes over the trades taken during Tokyo and London session, like it says here. Looking at trades we're currently in a possible in London session, as well as possible setups going into New York. As you can see, I go over all the pairs that we usually trade, as well as pairs you might have questions about. But not only do I go over whether we're looking for buys or sells, I break down why we're looking for buys or sells. I go over specific price points and all that good stuff. Excuse me. And I drop that literally every day. And then also, let me scroll up, try to find a link to the live. Let me find one. So just scrolling so y'all can see what goes down. Yeah, I drop one literally every day during New York session. Literally every day. I drop one every day. And for the lives, I drop the link. And if you missed the lives, I post the lives and record it. Literally over 300 videos, over a year worth of content. If we scroll, you can literally scroll all the way to a few other things in here. And then, of course, there's a pinned messaging video in the student member group chat. So you're interested in that, links are in the description. Make sure to use at checkout coupon code I'm ready for 15% off. It's not going to automatically apply out for 15% off. So make sure to check that out. But we're going to be back at the same time tomorrow, y'all. London session, 3 a.m. EST. We're out.